out on this call in this Randell under counter reach-in to change the gaskets out. We'll get into that in a little bit later. Also got a gasket here for the walk-in box, old school gasket cutter, and I got a thermostat. I had an ETC 111000 die. It's something in the circuitry messed up, but we got it to work off the heating contacts. So it got goofy, so I got to change it out too. But what I found was this box isn't cooling, it's low on charge, so now we get the bonus leak check. So there's still some 134A still in the system. I'm going to go ahead and pump it up with nitrogen. I'll use my ears first, and then if I can't find it, I'll zero in with the H.V.A.C. See if we can find this leak. Okay, I got it pumped up over 300. Now we'll get to leak check. We got the H.V.A.C. all warmed up, and I had been looking over here at the condensate loop and stuff, and then when I went like this inside the box, so I got to take the evaporator apart and find out where it's leaking at in this evaporator section. Okay, got the cover off. You get the classic, it's cap tube fed, low on charge. It'll build up ice like this. So I'm gonna get that ice off of there and we'll get the leak checking. I had pulled this back so we can take a look in there, get the soap bubbles going. But it's probably looking like the old standard leaky coil. We'll get some soap bubbles on it, get our eyeballs on it. Okay, so the coil's a big old weeper. It's it leaks here, it leaks here, it leaks there, it leaks there. The ones in the back. Let me get some more soap on there and we'll let it get all seasoned in. And I'll try and focus better. Okay, here we go. Weepers, weepers. You can see in the back it's weeping. It's a bubble festival. And so that's your classic leaky coil on the refrigeration unit. So we're going to order up a new coil. They told me to go ahead and get one for it since we're already doing the gaskets and a bunch of other stuff. Let's take a look at those. This is what I came out for. Gasket again. These ones are held in with these little plastic clips and they screw in. This one's actually missing the clips. Someone changed it out without putting the clips in. It's supposed to have these plastic retainers. Let's see if this one has them. Let's take a look here. Yeah, these little plastic retainers, these clips. And I had got a bunch of those. We'll get into that when I get to changing it out. Okay, I fired up the field piece, the SLR8. I thought it'd be neat to see. We saw what the H.V.A.C. did over there. Let's see what this little guy does. I thought that'd be interesting. I got it on high leak. Picks it right up. And that's on auto zeroing mode. And it's that far from the door. So there it is. The field piece picks it up too. Not as sensitive as the H.V.A.C., but these things work. No doubt about it. And this is with 134A. Okay, that was a neat little tidbit. You knew this was going to happen. I guess I just like playing with the hose. Okay, back to the door gaskets. You just unscrew the screws, get the little retaining clips out. Just go all the way around, and then you'll be able to get your gasket out. You'll see the screws under there. Okay, after you pull the old gaskets out, you fit your new gasket around the edge of the plastic panel here. You get your retaining clips and you just cut them to fit. I just use the little side cutters, these little guys, and then this is going to fit up under the gasket. Then we're going to screw it in place, and I'll show you. Okay, after you get it all screwed back in, and you just check it for fit. Sometimes you got to get the heat gun on them to help mold them out. They get squished in the box when shipping or other crazy things. And just make sure they seal up good and the door closes for the customer. And over time they'll shape up on there. But that one did pretty good. Not bad. So I'll carry on with these two doors. Then we'll blow the nitrogen out of this thing. We'll let it suck a little teeny weeny vacuum just for giggles, and at least get some gas in it till I get the new coil. And that's how that one's gonna go. And then I still have the thermostat for the walk-in box and the door gasket on this big door to do. Okay, got the door gaskets changed out on this guy. Got it recharged so it'll cool for now. We got the VAP coil and the cap tube on order. Now, I'll show you this dead Ranco inside here. The cooling contacts died and got it to run off the heating set right here. So as I scroll through you'll see 40 differential 3, but to make it work right now, I had to put it on heating contacts. The cooling set of contacts in here no longer would make. And instead of leaving it like that, it's worked for a week. But I don't want to take the risk of it dying on that side, so I'm just going to go ahead and change it out. Have one where the relay fails and the cooling contacts like I had, you can take your switch like here, this goes to the solenoid valve, move it from normally open, move it over to normally closed, and then for cooling where you would normally have your set point, let's say on cooling I do 37 degrees and a 3-degree differential, you would come over and you would set this for 40 degrees with a 3-degree differential, and you would take it from your cooling contact over to your heating contact, and then that's how you would run it. And that's how we were running it before, and I didn't show you that, so I wanted to show you that. But we're going to be back in cooling mode. So I'm going to go 37, 3-degree differential, cooling. There goes my solenoid valve, energizing. Alright, that's what I wanted to show on this one. For the walk-in door gasket, you peel the gasket back and you unscrew these screws. You work your way around the whole door, as you can see. Just take your time and get them out of there. And we'll get that off, and then I'll show you how to fit up the new one. Door gasket changed out, then I just check around the edges all the way around. Make sure it's a nice tight seal. No air's getting by. And make sure the door will still close. Stuff like that. So that's it for that one. Okay, that was some interesting stuff. I'll try and get a follow-up video when I change the evaporator coil out on this little guy. Yeah, it's getting cold now. Okay, that's going to do it for that one. Thank you for watching.